Good evening, everybody. Frozen Fan 420 here. It's 11:58 p.m. on Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. It's time for another edition of Fast Food February. It's going to be my thoughts on Church's Chicken. It's an American fast food restaurant chain that specializes in fried chicken, headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. It was founded as Church's Fried Chicken to Go by George W. Church Sr. on April 17th of 1952 in San Antonio, Texas. So it's going to be 70 years coming up this spring. It's across the street from the Alamo. It's called Texas Chicken, Church's Texas Chicken, and chains outside the United States. It's owned by Friedman, Fleischer, and Lowe. As of 2017, Church's Chicken has more than 1,700 franchise and company-owned locations in 26 countries. He was a retired chicken incubator salesman, opened the first Church's Chicken in San Antonio, and it was a single walk-up establishment that sold only fried chicken, and 2 pieces of chicken in a roll would cost 49 cents. They had fries and jalapenos to the menu in 1955. To allow customers to see their food prepare while they wait, Church Senior designed the kitchen with the fryers next to the takeout window. The company had 4 restaurants by the time of Church Senior's death in 1956, and after his death, family members took over his operations, with Church's senior son, Bill Church Jr., as top executive. 8 restaurants in San Antonio. They began expanding franchising in '65. Church Jr.'s brother Richard developed a signature marinade that could be prepared at any location. Former vacuum cleaner salesman J. David Bamberger first met Church Jr. when he joined Bamberger's vacuum cleaner distributorship. Joined Church's Chicken in 1965 to oversee the franchising. By '67, the chain opened restaurants in 5 Texas cities outside San Antonio and operated 17 restaurants by 1968. And in 1966, a contract between Church's Fried Chicken and Jim Dandy Fast Foods gave Jim Dandy the right to use the trade names and trademarks as Church's Fried Chicken Church's within 50 miles of Houston City Hall, within the limits of Galveston, Texas, for 10 years, as long as Church's Chicken received the agreed-upon royalties. The Church family sold the company in 1968, which became incorporated and went public in '69. By the end of the year, there were more than 100 Church's Chicken locations in 7 states, making the chain the first from Texas to be a national one. They gained 387 more restaurants between 1969 and 1974. In the late '70s, they briefly operated a hamburger franchise in Texas called GW Juniors. The 67 locations were shuttered by 1985. In 1982, as Corporation Chairman, it was replaced by Roger Harvin. Helen Monomag was appointed president of Church's Chicken in March of 1996. She was the first female president of a fast food restaurant chain. They began their international expansion in the '70s when their locations went to Canada, Mexico, Japan, and Puerto Rico, and they gained popularity in the '80s when it opened in Indonesia under the trade name Texas Chicken, and in Malaysia and Taiwan as well. Church does not seem to be popular in countries with majority non-Christian religions such as Indonesia. By February 2008, Church's Chicken went into the UK market under Texas Chicken, claiming to have signed up 50 more Dixie Chicken franchisees. However, only a small number of restaurants opened, with one in High Road Lane Store, London, and the other in Salford, Greater Manchester. They withdrew from the country a few years later, and the former Texas Chicken location in Leytonstone was replaced with a new independent fried chicken restaurant as Tex Bites. In 2017, Church's Chicken announced a multi-year development deal with Gold's Restaurant Group, LLC, to develop 20 Church's Chicken restaurants each year in Florida, Kentucky, Ohio, Colorado, North, and South Carolina. They have 1,700 locations worldwide: Bahrain, Belarus, Bulgaria, Canada, Cambodia, Curacao, Guyana, Honduras, Indonesia, Iraq, Jordan, Laos, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Oman, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Thailand, Trinidad and Tobago, United Arab Emirates, Venezuela, and Vietnam. And it was acquired by Popeyes for $330 million in 1989. They went through many acquisitions. It was acquired by High Buff left-backed Regal Restaurant Group in August 2nd, 2021. And Oklahoma restaurant closed. They were owned by Reciprocity Restaurant Group for not paying more than $4,000 in sales taxes to the state of Oklahoma. And they closed their dining rooms but continue drive-through takeout delivery during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, some of their favorites are Texas Tenders and Shrimp Meal, the chicken sandwich combo, 2-piece mix, 3-piece mix, 3-piece Texas Tenders, and 5-piece Texas Tenders. You can get spicy or original. And their family meals, there's Feed 4, Feed 6, and Feed 8. Comes with all these sides. Legs and 10 pieces makes 12 pieces legs and thighs and 15 piece tenders. The choices were endless. They have banana pudding with vanilla wafers, jalapeno cheese bombers, corn on the cob, fries, honey butter biscuit, baked mac and cheese, jalapeno peppers, fried okra, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, apple pie, and frosted honey butter biscuit. And for drinks, it was always Coca-Cola brand. The Strawberry Blast, Church's Southern Sweet Tea. Church's Chicken is one of the most underrated fried chicken restaurants, in my opinion, but if you've been there, that's great. If you haven't, well, what are you waiting for? Try it today. Try some Church's Chicken today. You'll be amazed at how well it tastes. Either an original or spicy, you can never go wrong with Church's Chicken. So that's my thoughts on Church's Chicken, and that's all for this video. Coming up next is going to be my thoughts on Panera Bread, and we'll see what you think about that. So, don't go away.